I've just got a awesome new figure. You've obviously seen the thumbnail, so this is the REBOR American Alligator. Now I'm gonna take it out of the packaging here. It doesn't come with a box, but it just comes wrapped in some plastic, and it's been packed in some bubble wrap. Had it shipped to me. So take this part out of the box. It's the tail. That's the main body. Man, this thing's huge. So this is part of REBOR's grab and go line. So I don't think they come with any boxes. Yeah, you got the grab and go little tag there, a little tab there with some instructions telling you to heat up the tail and the end of the body to fit them on. So I'm just gonna go and do that. Then we'll see how this figure looks with the tail attached. As you can see here, I've attached the tail onto the figure. Only took a few minutes to warm up the end of the tail and it fit on quite easily. So we'll take a closer look at the figure here. I have to say this is really beautiful. Such great detail on this figure. We'll start off by taking a look at the head here. So you can see the detail on the scales there. It's got this nice glossy finish, which makes the figure really pop. See the detail on the head of the figure there. Nice sculpting on the teeth. The eye there painted in black glossy. Massive throat there. Some amazing scales underneath as well. And they have included a cloaca as well. Great attention to detail on this. You can see these scales and osteoderms here on the back of the figure. These look amazing. And you can see the whole body is a very dark colour with some light stripes here of yellow. Sort of transitions into a yellow on the bottom side. As we go down the body, you got the same amount of detail on the osteoderms there going down. Have a nice look at the tail there as well. Still have these yellow stripes there. The same on the other side. You've got the seam there where the tail attaches onto the body. It's not that noticeable in person because the whole figure is quite dark, so it's not extremely noticeable. Got some nice scaling on the belly there. Some nice detail on the feet. Some slight webbing there between the claws. Same again on the front. To say this is very detailed little figure. Well, not little, it's massive compared to what REBOR usually release. I believe this is 1/6 scale. So it is quite big. So a rough measurement of this figure from snout till the tip of the tail, I would say it's just over 23 inches or 59 centimeters. I've got the REBOR Dinosuchus and Sarcosuchus, so we can compare how they size up with the American alligator. You can see how massive the alligator actually is. You can see it definitely dwarfs these in terms of size. Obviously, these are not in the same scale. Otherwise, these two would be a heck of a lot bigger. But comparing these figures together, the alligator has no articulation, no movable jaw, no bendy wire in the tail, and it doesn't come with any accessories, which is reflected in the price point for the figure. So it's a lot cheaper if you were comparing this to the Sarcosuchus or Dinosuchus. Now these two figures are roughly the same sort of size, and you do have bendy wire in the tail on both of these, as well as you get some accessories with them in the form of prey, and they both have articulated jaws. When it comes to crocodilians and crocodilomorphs, I think REBOR definitely produce some of the best figures out there at the moment. The sculpt and level of detail that they put in, I feel like is almost unmatched. I feel like you can definitely trick someone into thinking this was a living animal rather than a figure. It is extremely lifelike, and I just love the colour on this. I like the dark wash, I like the sort of glossy effect throughout the figure, like it's just come out of the water. And that's the look that they were going for this figure, and they've definitely nailed it. There are two versions of this, so this is the downpour version, which, like I say, represents an animal that's just come out of the water. There's also a basking version, which represents an animal that's been out of the water for a while, as the name suggests, basking. So it's got a more sort of muted colour, a more matte finish to it. It doesn't have this sort of shine to it that this version does. It was tough trying to pick which one to go for, but I feel like this one stood out to me a little bit more. I like the darker colours on this, and that dark wash and the glossy effect that you have on this figure. I just think that looks really, really awesome. I would definitely love to see more crocodilians from REBOR. Maybe we can get some species of caiman and crocodiles. Overall, I would definitely recommend this figure. In this scale, it definitely has some shelf presence, and depending on if you have the space or not, it is definitely a great addition to any collection. Thanks for watching.